Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Today I am going to be reviewing Finding the Way Back. Yes, this is a Ben Affleck movie, which is basically like a sports movie. You can see there, basketball. It's good. I say it's like a sports movie. It's not like your typical sports movie. It's got a lot more to it, but I really love Ben Affleck, so I wanted to check this out. The film follows Ben Affleck's character, who he plays Jack Cunningham, and Jack Cunningham basically in his prime at school was like this top basketball player. As he got older, which is obviously Ben Affleck there, you know, 20-30 years later, he's older, he's kind of like had like a relationship that's broken up, and he's had some struggles in his life. I'm not going to spoil some stuff, but he's had some struggles, and the school asked him to come back and coach the team, so he does. He's trying to get back on track in terms of like suffering from like alcohol, and basically he's just trying to find his way back because he's like an alcoholic, or he's got, like I said, the struggles. He's trying to get back on track with his life and using the basketball as a way of focus and getting to know these like kids, and trying to train them, and just trying to get back into something he actually loves like he did when he was younger. But Ben Affleck's character Jack has so much struggles in his life that he has to like push through them, and yeah, it was done really well. What I liked about this though, and what I thought it would be, was like I said, like a typical sports film. Like most sports films, like with basketball stuff, it's like the countdown of the clock, and there's like 1 or 2 points in it, and if they get the shot they win the game. Don't get me wrong, we did have that in this film, and we was always going to with a basketball film, but at the end of the day it didn't feel like a sports film first. It felt like more of a thriller stroke drama of something that was actually a serious topic first over the sport. The sport was just there as like the distraction for him as he was finding his way back. It was a good story. It was organised very well, and I did enjoy it. There were some bits in between where the script was a bit like bland, and maybe it could have flew a little bit better, you know what I mean, in terms of how it went from scene to scene, but then it got back on track, and at the end then it kind of felt like it was going a bit too fast at some point. So the organisation of the film was a bit messed up at some points. Not so much the organisation, but like I guess the speed and the flow from the script and the scenes was a bit off. But other than that, I thought it was well done. There was some like nice shots in the film as well. There was a lot of it shot at night, and there was obviously a lot of it shot like within like gyms. So the sets were great. Like I don't know if they were actually sets or if they were actually schools. But they were done really well. Like it didn't really look like there was nothing CGI in the film. It was all real. And yeah, it's not one of these films that's got a massive budget. At the end of the day, it is what it is. The film in America is actually called The Way Back, but here it's called Finding the Way Back for some reason. And looking online, it does have a budget of $21 million. So as I say, a very small budget film, but you're not going to be getting the big action shots and stuff like that. So it doesn't really need a big budget, but it was done well. It was done really well. The film is directed by Gavin O'Connor, and he's previously worked with Ben Affleck on things like The Accountant, and he's also directed the film Warrior, which stars Tom Hardy. So we've got a director that's kind of got a bit of experience behind him, working with big actors as well as doing a sports movie like the Warrior movie itself. So it kind of fit, and it did work really well. But for me, it was good. I'm going to rate this film though a 6 out of 10. It was good. It was just a little bit messed up in some little bits. Little organisation was a bit off at some point. So 3 stars, I guess, 6 out of 10, same type of thing. But that's quite a fair result in terms of this film. I did like how they handled like Ben Affleck's character. It was quite believable. As a suffering alcoholic, it's very difficult for certain people to get through it, and I imagine it was quite real, and it was portrayed in a way that I was believing what it could be like to be alcoholic, I guess. So it was doing that side of it, I guess, a sensitive side of society and life that we know in quite a sensitive way. It was doing it in the right way. It was portraying it in a believable way that was difficult for a lot of people that actually suffer from it. So yeah, Finding the Way Back. There we go. And there you go guys, there is my review of Finding the Way Back. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.